So Hussain has taken his dancing shoes off and is in commentary.
I'm enjoying what I'm watching. It's set up perfectly. India did not get away from South Africa. That was the key. It's still within their grasp here, South Africa. They will have to play out of their skins in a World Cup to chase nearly 300. It's a decent start.
She hasn't had the most free-flowing tournament as Tasman Brits. She started slowly, but just picking up some pace now, and she knows it's up to her to provide that support for Laura Wolvaardt.
Yeah, I wish she would take the aerial route a bit more in the power play. We've just seen her belt it down the ground for 6. Purnika Singh Thakur. I think she is so strong. If she starts to take the aerial route, I don't think there's any stopping her. At the moment, she hits a lot of balls on the ground to fielders and builds up dot balls and pressure. The one time she's taken the aerial route, she's hit it for 6.
She played. She's had a tendency to do that throughout the tournament. Such an important partnership this is for South Africa, to get this run chase off to a good start. We saw India in those first 10 overs, 64 without loss. They pummeled 10 fours in that first 10 overs. South Africa need the platform, just like they had in that semi-final against England. And then build partnerships. India know this is the big wicket. Laura Wolvaardt. Good running, and India will be aware that they've got to be right on the mark with the fielding. South Africa dropped a few catches in that first inning. It's very loud out there. That will be 4. Laura Wolvaardt will miss out.
It's not very loud out there when it goes for 4, that is for certain. Greeted by silence. And the overcorrection, you don't want to bowl too wide to Laura Wolvaardt. The last 2 commentators mentioned how strong she is outside the off stump. It was an error England made in the semi-final. But if you bowl straight, you'll just clip it away. World-class player.
Powered away by Laura Wolvaardt. And that's a good over for South Africa. 11 from it, 44 without loss.
And it's not Brits, it's Wolvaardt taking the aerial route, almost showing her the way. Remember, in a power play, you only allowed 2 fielders out. It is the best time to bat. And if it's in your arc, swing the bat and put it away. Really added some power hitting to her game. She's always had the touch. It's in the form of her life now.
Laura Wolvaardt played the innings of her life in the semi-final against England. Back end of the innings, she swung hard. 4 sixes and 24s in that knock of 169. This is Deepak Sharma being brought into the attack in the 9th over. Purnika Singh Thakur.
Well, I really hope Tasman Brits has put away that reverse sweep option that she played against England. It did not look natural to her at all. She played it 6 times, got 2 runs, and it got her out in the end. She's going to go belt it straight down the ground, over long off.
Did she get a hand on it to Deepak Sharma?
Brilliant from Laura Wolvaardt. When a spinner is bowling, have your bat in the right hand, as in your left hand if you're right-handed, And make sure you're back in your crease. I hope you got all of that.
We got you now. Tension, excitement, it's all happening out there. Laura Wolfart said the calmest team in this final will win. The one area they would have spoken about after the semi-final, the importance of rotation of strike. Britain in particular dotted up a lot in that semi-final. Keep the fielders on their toes. They were really nicely placed in the 26th over 156 for one. South Africa brought it back really nicely. Ebonga Kaka led the recovery in that phase. Oh, up and over. Straight down the ground for four, her favourite area.
50 up for South Africa. That is a much better option. Look at the size of those shoulders from Brits. She is a big unit. She can belt it as good as anyone. That is a better option than the reverse sweep. They're not catching that.
Much better option, the Tasman Bred. Wasn't a pretty 45 which she made in the semi-final, but it was an important one. A partnership of over 100 stepped the base. 7 from the over, 51 without loss. Dipti Sharma equal with Annabel Sutherland on 17 wickets as the top leading wicket takers in this competition, and a great opportunity to finish as the leading wicket taker of this 2025 edition. Crowd catch, then Brits thought, let me try steal a single.
Tempted Yorker into the ground, bum ball, back in her crease, and then thought, can I sneak one?
Spoke about the crowd. We spoke about how South Africa will need to manage their emotions and try to stay as calm as possible. They've been vocal. They had every reason to celebrate when India were batting. If South Africa get on the charge here, be pretty quiet. India pick up a wicket. You probably don't need to hear us commentate.
Good work from Jemima Rodrigues. Keep an eye on India's fielding. 50 partnership. Brits already with 500s this year in ODI cricket. Laura Wolfart, the leading run getter in this year's Women's World Cup.
Sneaky single, but is this a wicket? India up and about. Stumps are shattered and they believe they've broken this opening stand. It's given out on field.
Well, I just said it. Keep an eye on the fielding of India. Raman getting into the attack. She was on the back foot there, Tasmin Brits. So she had to run an extra yard. 1.5 stumps to aim at. She finds them perfectly. They needed to break the partnership. They have done.
Outstanding fielding. Tasmin Brits has got to go for 23. South Africa 51 for 1.
The Fantastic Four.
The best team ever. Go time.
Human Torch. Light him up, Johnny!
Flame off.
Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic.
No!
And the Thing.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? That is fantastic. I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip. Marvel Studios, The Fantastic Four.
The crowd here at Deepak Kumar Singh Stadium are up on their feet. An exceptional bit of fielding has broken a threatening opening stand. It brings Annika Bosch out in the middle at 3. The top score of just 28 in the competition. A tough night in the field, and an opportunity for redemption.
Well, great aggression from India in the field. If you remember, 2 balls previous, Jemima Rodrigues dived and stopped the single. Then Renika Singh Thakur hit the stumps, and so did Amanjot. Just on the back foot to punch it, which means she had to go the extra yard. The pick-up was brilliant. Amanjot just bounced in front of them, and the pick-up and throw was superb.
Disappointment for Tasmin Brits, elation for India. It's moments of brilliance like that can win you a final. They know they've got 1 foot in the door now.
It's just like a team effort. 2 balls previous, Jemima Rodrigues was an extra cover. Watch her dive and stop that, which meant they couldn't get a single. So she then looks for a single that isn't quite there. In this side, Jones aware as well. Team fielding, brilliant.
Got the crowd going. 1 ball to go in the 10th over. A wicket and just a single. Fantastic stuff from India. 10 overs gone, 52 for 1. High pressure. 2 teams looking for their maiden ODI World Cup title. India got the runs on the board. Jonathan Kaur missed the toss, split into bat. South Africa need to bat out of their skins to win this one. Both are the key. Close start from South Africa. That partnership picked up some pace. And a wicket, a brilliant run out to end the power play. South Africa 52 for 1. India got 64 without loss in their first 10. Kinti Sharma to continue.
It's like a virus, good and bad fielding. When catches go down, it spreads. When someone does one bit of fielding, then you feel you're letting your team down if you don't back it up. Just in the last 2 overs. Not 1 fielder, it's 2, it's 3, and pressure suddenly builds.
One area of their game from that semi-final, an epic run chase, but it was the fielding that India would have said, we've got to tighten up in the final. moment of brilliance sparked off this team. Up and over, and all the way for 6 from the South African captain.
Well, that is a brave shot. It really is. Because there is a fielder out at long on. And she took that fielder down. Again, more signs of Laura Wolford's aggression in this World Cup. She's always had the touch and class. She's adding power.
Certainly is, and with Brits back in the change room, she's taking on the responsibility.
Well, that boundary meant she goes past 500 runs in this World Cup, and if you add the 8 catches that she's taken, the way she's led South Africa, that is some tournament from the captain.
Contended for player of the tournament, Laura Wolford. Smithy Mandana. Annika Bosch, she's had a quiet tournament.
Bosch's brain at the moment is scrambled. 0 from 5, struggling for runs in the tournament. 2 drop catches today. Unscramble the brain.
Trapped in front, and the finger goes up. Bosch will have a chat with her captain. But there's a roar around DY Patil Stadium. Wicket number 2 goes down. The bowling change works, and it's Sri Charani back in the action.
You could see it coming in a World Cup final. Did it pitch in? That was the only question the umpire had to ask. A difficult tournament, a difficult day in Navi Mumbai. She goes for a 6-ball duck. It's 62 for 2.
Things happen here. No one really talks about it.
Something bad's coming.
Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, and The Thing.
How's your day going? Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four.
Stands here, DY Patil. India picked up 2 for 11. Least the new batter in. What an over from Sri Charani. It's 62 for 2.
Never easy coming in against spin when a couple of wickets have fallen. Sri Charani has been brilliant in this phase every game.
Big responsibility on the shoulders of Laura Volpart. Annika Bosch with her 3rd duck in the tournament. Sunelise is an experienced campaigner. She's been there in high pressure situations, been involved in a couple of good partnerships this tournament. She's got to spring in a step, and why not? Harmanpreet Kaur. Commitment in the field led to that run out at Tasman Brits. And brilliance of Sri Charani for the 2nd. Guys have catch it. That's straight down the ground for 4.
Not a lot wrong with that delivery. Just shows what form Wolfart's in. Belted down the ground. It was in the air for a while. On the up. Flick of the wrist. Powered away.
Time boundary puts her equal with Elisa Helium. 509 runs. Most number of runs in a single edition of an ODI World Cup. She's the key for South Africa. India know they can get rid of Laura Volpart. The rest of the batters will struggle. She finds a way so often.
Bosch just playing all round it. All the umpire had to decide was it pitching in line? It was. It was always going to hit after that.
Love the fire, love the fight from Sri Charani. The rain delay earlier delayed the start of this final. Finally got underway, the crowd stayed. It's now full to capacity. confirmation of Laura Walcott going past Elisa Healy for the most runs in a single edition of the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup.
Well, she'll love that, and she'll remember it forever, but she'll remember it more being the first South African to lead their country to a senior World Cup. That is the only thing that's driving her at the moment.
So often in press conferences about milestones, she says, well, that's not really top of mind right now. We want to get to the semis, and once she got to the semis, she said, we really want to get to the final. So she's been very clear on what South Africa have come here to achieve, but along the way, she has made history of her own. Seven from the over, 69 for 2.
Our family faces danger that has threatened our planet.
We're not giving up.
We will protect you.
Line them up, Johnny! What's the plan?
Trust me. I hate
That's a bad plan.
Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four.
Wicket of Amanjot at Paul Bowl. Just as the dew forms, if it forms, whether it will skid on, we will see. South Africa hope so.
India pulled things back really nicely to that opening stand of 51. Lost 30 balls, 25 for 2. There's been trial by spin for South Africa in this campaign. At times it's come off, other times they've buckled under pressure. In the cauldron now. As early breakthroughs, it really brings India spinners into the game.
Key is to try and play as straight as possible. Try and hit mid-wicket and then turn to leg. But not aim at square leg. And that was the undoing of Annika Bosch. There's a massive gap on that leg side. Just try and hit mid-wicket, not square leg. Straighter for longer.
The energy that Jamie brings in the field, incredible.
Excellent phase for her this. In these middle overs, Deepti Sharma comes back at the end and bowls really well. Spin in the middle, King, Eccleston and Sri Charani, 13, 12, 12.
Just backing up, as was talking about in the middle overs, quicker through the air and tough for the batters to read. Tight over from Sri Charani, just 2 from it, 71 for 2.
Amanjot. Real battle, and it's been wonderful looking at Laura Fulvard carrying most of the burden. And of the 6 boundaries she's hit tonight, in contrast to the first half of per 100 against England, 5 of the 6 have come down the onside of the pitch, as opposed to her traditional offside strength. Pace on the ball and it slices away for 4. Sunelise.
Sunelise has played some pivotal roles for South Africa over her international career. She's joined with 2 superbly crafted half centuries this tournament so far. This is a lovely shot, but this is a pivotal partnership as well. The former captain and the current captain.
And because of exactly what you said there, Mel Jones, I think Nasser touched on it before, and we touched on it towards the last third of South Africa's bowling effort. Pace off the ball. We saw Amanjot with a little leg cutter in her previous over. Renuka Singh Thakur with a little leg cutter on that run-out delivery. So pace off. And there is pace off, that little leg cutter again.
And this is why I love the adjustment from India from the start of the tournament. They went with 5 bowlers. Amanjot Kaur was opening up the bowling. This is her skill set. This is the reason why she's in the side. She's got wonderful, crafty skill. And when she bowls to a role in this kind of conditions, rather than opening up the bowling, it puts India in a very good position. I say they came in with 5 bowlers at the start of the tournament. There's a lot of questioning around whether or not that's the right balance for the side. And I think kudos to India for acknowledging that midway through the tournament, to say they have to change something up. And with 3 losses on the trot, change things up. Here they are.
7 off the over, 15 overs gone, 78 for 2, and the contest is heating up. Time to cool it down. We have a drinks break.
The ICC Women's World Cup 2025 final, India and South Africa go head-to-head here in Navi Mumbai to become the new champions of the world.
Touching the gap. Might have been a little bit of a wing movement. First boundary of the grand final. She has found the gap in her familiar area.
With that boundary, India crosses the 50-run mark. It's a half-century for Shabani in the final.
Richard Bush has hit it so well. 18th half-century in ODIs for Dipti Sharma, and that too in a World Cup final.
Hi, I'm here to pick up my son Milo. There's no Milo here. Who picked up my son from school?
I'm gonna need the name of everyone that could have a connection.
You don't understand. It was just the people in this room. You, Colin, and Leah are all lying to me.
I honestly didn't see this coming. These nice people killing each other.
No way, how's it going? We are seeking 500 grand for our company.
This will determine your destiny.
This is our American dream.
We're going to do 10 million this year.
Wow! This is incredible.
I think this is your moment.
Oh my gosh!
Laura Bolvard with 10 ODI hundreds going well, shouldering the early burden in this run chase. all on the line. Sunelise, former captain, with her. 78 for 2. And we've some greats in this game. Some excellent ones over the history of women's ODIs, and former Indian captain, commentator Mitali Raj, Lolis, over 7,000 ODI runs, still the leading run scorer in this format of the game. She's been brilliant in addition to 12 test matches, 89 T20 internationals, and 10,800 plus in women's international cricket. Most wins as captain in women's ODIs. How long, Mel Jones, can this list go?
Well, she also didn't score a duck over 7 consecutive years of international cricket. I think I went 7 innings, Bish, so that's the class of the Mitali Raj that's sitting in the comms box with us at the moment. And little birdie told me that she used to sleep in a lot as a kid, so her dad used to get her up and take her down to training with the brother. So very glad he did. Got to get in and out of breaks, don't you, Bish? And this is exactly what Sunelise and Laura Boulevard will be trying to do here. In the first couple of overs around the drinks. Try and wrestle some control back in their favour and then start to plan again. And that's good news for South African fans, because she has a wonderful strike rate against spin throughout this ODI World Cup. And she's going to be getting a bit of it tonight.
They've strategically moved Smriti Mandana into mid-wicket, and they've taken Shifrali Rama and put her at short third. It's as if they feel that mid-wicket is going to be a high-traffic area. They need some mobility there if you're bowling wicket to wicket.
Yeah, the old saying, you put your best fielders in the hot spots. Where are you expecting or wanting the ball to go? And so you've got Jimmy Rodrigues at that straight sort of cover now, sort of almost a mid-off on the offside. Mandana at mid-wicket. And then Radha Yadav at mid-on as well. That straight line approach here from Sri Charity. She has been outstanding throughout this World Cup. Very first World Cup for her. So young in her international career. And has shown time and time again that she wants to be bowling in the crucial overs.
I'm wondering when they bring Radha Yadav into the attack. That's a good shot. Helped it on its way. The line too straight. Boundary to end the over. 84 for 2.
We talked about getting in and out of breaks, like the drinks breaks. We also talked about getting in and out of overs. This was a poor delivery from Charani on her last. Built the pressure up nicely across the first 5 deliveries, and then just released it.
Seven boundaries for Wolvart, 6 on the leg side. Radha Yadav is into the attack. She has to try to maintain some semblance of control for Harmanpreet Kaur at worst. Get a wicket at best. She's got 3 fielders deep leg side and a long off, so I suggest wicket to wicket for her. And that's where she starts. Oh, collision.
Well, with the World Cup on the line, no one is giving way. Both completely in the right here as well. Laura Woolbart heading off for the single. Rada Yadav after the ball. I would have thought with the South African background that potential little bit of rugby might have kept her on her feet. And she shortened up her run-up, Rada Yadav, in the last little bit, just to try and work on her aggression at the crease. She's getting turned this tournament.
Oh no, that's not a great effort out there, but it is a half century for South Africa's captain Laura Woolbart, her 39th ODI. She's gone past 500 runs in this World Cup. And a 4th half century in this tournament in addition to 100. She's truly a world-class player.
Sublime work from the South African captain. Job not yet done.
More runs, should be 4 runs. Not where she intended, but she'll take hold of that. Woolbart looking to make another significant impact.
When you're getting past 50 and trying to get up to 3 figures, that occasionally you just need a little bit of luck on your side.
Transformation, we talked about her transition in the semi-final from offside to leg side later on. Her boundary scoring tonight largely leg side. And that's when a player is versatile enough to realize she can adapt to the line being bowled to her, how she feels on any given occasion. So she's an all-round batter, not just one-dimensional. 95 for 2. Is excellent at this stadium. A lot of support for the host nation. But at the moment, South Africa forming a partnership. 33 from 32. She's getting now, having faced a sequence of dots. Natalie Germanis
Just having a look at the Tasman Brit's run out and the distance she had to cover because of the angle she chose. First of all, of course, she is on the back foot. That's something you have to obviously keep in mind. Now, have a look at this. The original distance, if she had taken a straight line, it's 17.7. She did also have to go around the bowler. Don't forget that. But eventually, because of that angle she ran, it was more of 90 meters. So it went a much longer way to try and make her ground. If she had gone a little bit straighter, would she have made it? Well, we'll never know. But she had chosen an extreme angle to run and ended up running a much further distance.
Really good illustration. Shortest distance between 2 points. And that's very well played. 100 comes up, last over, last ball for this over. For the last ball, 100 for 2.
क्या हुआ?
कहाँ और कैसे पैसे इन्वेस्ट करूँ कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा।
स्ट्रेटेजाइज करने को 2.5 लाख लोगों की टीम है और तू स्ट्रेस ले रही है।
2.5 लाख?
स्विच टू SBI। यहाँ SBI वेल्थ की पूरी टीम बनाती है आपके लिए राइट इन्वेस्टमेंट स्ट्रेटेजी। SBI सपोर्टिंग इंडिया, सपोर्टेड बाय
Radayadov. Oh, she was across there. I know what she was looking to do.
How many shots do you think went through her mind here, Fish? Across the crease, got the hands ready to scoop and then went, no. Too full. Smart play from both. And I think a little bit of that is off the pressure being built by Sri Charani as well from the other end. Two leaders of Indian and world cricket. Charani and Jay Sharp.
Into the gap and 4. So this time the length was correct and the sweep shot proving productive here of late.
Yeah, David shot, she plays it well. Looked absolutely perfect, had a nice stride and good extension with the hands through the ball. When you get in those positions too, Fish, when you're hitting that flat, hard sweep well, then you're right for everything else funky around it. You get the extension of the hands, you can slow down the blade and paddle it fine, and get your hands out in front and open it up to the offside.
Again, back-to-back boundaries it will be. So 2 different versions of the sweep. Power sweep and fine sweep.
Just a slight little adjustment. You can see that movement across the crease. The hand comes low on the blade, on the handle, almost on top of the blade, and that gives her a control.
Clarion call to get Dipti Sharma back for a couple of overs pretty soon. 109 for 2. Truly on. India were 111 for 1 at a similar stage of their innings. Laura Mulvart getting help now from Sunelise. Only the second player to make 50-plus scores in both semi-final and final of a World Cup. Belinda Clark is the other. The 2000 edition with scores of 75 and 91. And Dipti Sharma is back.
I've put those two names in quite a few sentences this World Cup because Laura Mulvart's already passed the most amount of runs for a captain in addition as well, passing Belinda Clark. You called it, Bish. I mean, you can understand the matchups here too.
Yadav in that high traffic area there at short mid-wicket.
Well, this was the start to the previous over for Sunelise as well. Dotted up the first three, and then she managed to find boundaries off the sweep shots.
Called it, Mel Jones. You called it absolutely spot on with a sweep again.
Stylish way to bring up the 50 partnership between Laura Mulvart and Sunelise. 51 from 48, a runner ball 50. Some control on the shot too.
Five sweeps today for South Africa, all finding the boundary rope. Change it up. Do you keep changing up the bowling if you're Harmanpreet Kaur? The seamers have to, I think, start taking more pace off the ball. It's been a good partnership, and they need to break. One 3 for 2.
Based around Laura Mulvart. Better in the second 10.
Well. Shefali Verma. Either a piece of magic from Harmanpreet or otherwise.
This could be a Bollywood movie in the making here, Bish. You come into a World Cup through injury to India's opening bat and Pradaka Ral. You play the semi. You hit big runs in the first innings today. You are not a renowned bowler, not even a part-time bowler for that matter. Yet here you are in a World Cup final.
Unbelievable magic moment for Harmanpreet and Shefali Verma here in the final of the ICC Women's World Cup. Hats off to you, Captain. A redemption song, perhaps, of Shefali Verma. Runs and now a wicket.
Expect the unexpected. She knew it. She was smiling before the ball was even in her hands. Straight to the skipper. You called it. Catch me now. in this World Cup final. Sune Lease goes for 25. South Africa, 114 for 3.
Lit up this facility with the bat early on tonight, and now she's produced magic with the ball, but in comes Marizanne Kapp with a wealth of experience, joining her captain and looking to make an impact on this final. How he sat down and planned that in this team meeting last night. Maybe just spur of the moment.
If they planned it, I'd love to have been a fly in the wall for the reaction for the coach to go, really? Elise was spot on. Elise just hands forward of herself, trying to manoeuvre it for the single.
Fielding, it doesn't stop the one, but brilliant fielding. It's the effort that will seek to inspire the rest of the team. Not that they need it right now. Rada Yadav. Move now. I still try to get over as a captain when you sit back some time from now, tap yourself on the shoulder.
Just bowled 14 overs in her one-day international career, Shefali Verma, and I hazard a guess, none of those overs have been in big matches, in big moments. Also probably not really renowned for her fielding either, so she's done super well.
5 runs and a wicket in the World Cup final of 2025 for Shefali Verma. 118 for 3.
Fulford, 63, joined by Marizanne Kapp in the last over. Small margins make a big difference in any game, but even more so in a final, in particular in the field. Fielding has to be good. India on a whole will be very happy with their fielding today. Tali, when you're captain, you're leading your side, and you see your players throwing themselves around, it makes a big difference, doesn't it? Yeah, and in those kind of efforts, something like Jemima Rodrigues, and then it's rubbed on to everybody with that run out. You see the energy on the field, and breaking the partnership between Laura Wilmot and Sunelu. You see there's a different energy in this Indian unit on the field. Suddenly they feel like back in the game. Nazar is one of the better fielders in the tournament. wide down the leg side. Amanjot Kaur is fantastic. Now there's a little chat here. Keeper thinks there's a little something on this. Harmanpreet Kaur just having a question also from question and answer session with her bowler. They have lost the review already, but they feel this one is worth it.
Okay, we have a player review for caught behind. On-field decision is not out. Check the bowler's feet, it's a fair delivery. You can see split screen. Let's play that forward, please. Play that forward. Play that forward, yep. So the ball is passing close to the bat. I'm going to need alter edge, please. Okay, just play that real slow for me. Gap on the left-hand side. Play through. Play through. All the way through, please. Yeah, no bat or glove involved. So back on field, please, to Jackie.
Now Jacqueline Williams got it 100% right. It is a wide down the leg side. India lose their second review. How much of a difference will that make in this final? Mr. Ghosh was interested. Don't know that anybody else was, Mitali.
I'm not sure, but Deepti also sort of went with Richa Ghosh. Probably they've heard some sound, but yeah, India's not been great with the DRS in this tournament.
Very strong in that area is Marizan Cup. She'll get a single to end the over. South Africa 123 for 3.
This new team India never bows down. Even against the world test champions South Africa, Proteas will come with their crown. But we bring the heat because we are not just a young team, we are a gun team. IDFC First Bank India versus South Africa. First test starts 14th November.
Number of dot balls is high for the Proteas. Definitely will not be coming back for the reserve day. We have got the 20 overs in South Africa's chase. So we have a game today after a lengthy delay earlier. Gonna have more of Shafali Verma this time around. The finger is up. Shafali has 2. An unbelievable return to ODI cricket for the youngster. The legends are watching on and celebrating along with this young sensation for India.
She gets 2 wickets for India. Marizan Kaur gets off the bat on the leg side. And a good take from Richa Ghosh. You don't expect to get a wicket of this line. But Shafali Verma got a golden arm so far, getting those 2 important wickets for India. Suddenly, South Africa find themselves 123 for 4 and Marizan Kaur has to walk scoring 4.
Jafta walks to the crease. Team now wobbling. They were at one stage 114 for 2. Now find themselves 123 for 4. Shafali Verma, incredible to think that she's just 21 years of age. She's got runs in the final. She's got 2 wickets as well, making her way back into this World Cup. It's part of the warm-up games playing for India A. They made some runs there. And now at the D.Y. Patil Stadium, they are chanting her name. An incredible story. It would have been so tough to lose Pratika Rabal with her form with the bat. And now Shefali Verma has come back and making a name for herself in the final.
First player to score a 50 and take 2 wickets in a World Cup final. That is Shefali Verma.
A little bit of grip there possibly as well. Sunala Jafta will get herself off the mark. 124 for 4.
Things happen here, but no one really talks about it.
Something bad's coming.
Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, and the Thing.
How's your day going? Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four.
India at this stage had 134 runs on the board, but they were only 1 wicket down. South Africa are 4 down. Marizan Cup, a crucial wicket for both sides. For South Africa, they would have loved some runs from her, as she did in the semi-final. India know all too well how precious that cup wicket is. It's from franchise cricket, and that's from playing bilateral cricket against them as well. And certainly some legends in the house tonight.
Yadav tossing it up. Jafta. Napesh drive. Pressure on South Africa. After losing those 2 big wickets in a span of 10 runs.
Somebody needs to be almost like a sponge and absorb the pressure now for South Africa for the next few overs. Can't all be law of orthodox. It's got to come from the other end as well. Someone's got to help her absorb this pressure. And then you start seeing the runs flying. It's a good surface. There's some due form as well, so that's not the issue. India piled on the pressure. She will keep the strike again. 25 for 4.
This new Team India never bows down. Even against the world test champion South Africa, Proteas will come with their crown. But we bring the heat because we are not just a young team, we are a gun team. IDFC First Bank India versus South Africa. First test starts 14th November.
What a privilege for anyone to be here at the D.Y. Patil Stadium. This is about history in the women's game. It's a history in cricket as well, not just the women's game. India looking to lift the 50-over World Cup in women's cricket for the first time. South Africa, well, they're looking to do it for the first time as a senior side for South Africa, male or female. It's a massive part of history unfolding. Those top balls keep adding up.
And there is a sense of confidence in Shefali now, the way she was adjusting the field, having the offside in the ring. I feel that she's also able to sort of vary her pace. First ball was about 95, and then the second on 81, far more slower.
That's what it does when you get those two big wickets. It's a massive wicket for India, and it's such a good take behind the stumps. Two youngsters within the side working together, and Shafali Verma and Richa Ghosh. Stroke of genius from Harmanpreet Kaur. Natalie, would you have thrown the ball to Shafali Verma? Well, I was the captain. I've given opportunity to Jamima Rodrigues. And she did get wickets. Leg side again. Missed opportunity. That's what pressure does. Any other time when South Africa were going okay, that goes for runs. That's a missed chance for runs down the leg side. Could have easily been 4. Locked on the shoulders of Wolford yet again. 27 for 4.
Things happen here, but no one really talks about it.
Something bad's coming.
Galactus asked too high a price. He said, "Give us your child, and I will spare the earth."
I am not giving him.
South African worm is losing its way. Need to check GPS and get back on track. For someone who's on track in this final, Shafali Verma Ishagur. Yeah, masterstroke, 52-run partnership between these two. And they wouldn't have faced her too much, just 4 overs for South Africa against Shafali Verma. She only bowled 14 overs in one-day cricket. I'm just highlighting the 2 different deliveries that she's been bowling. The one that comes out the front of the hand on the left is Sune Lees. You can see her finger is a little bit further over. And that comes out the front of the hand, and then the one to cap the genuine off spinner. So she's rotating it down the side of the ball. Not quite a carom ball on the left, the flick out the front, but it's almost as if she's getting her fingers behind the ball. And then the one on the right is the one that rotates down the side of the ball, the circular motion of an off spinner. She's got everything. Shafali Verma at the moment, and everything is working. Amazing what confidence does. Confidence and belief. And right now, nope, she's walking on water at the moment, is Shafali Verma. And possibly helping her team to one hand on the trophy. Lovely from Sanala Jaffna. She's tried it a couple of times and finally finds a way through. 7 off the over, 134 for 4. Yeah, this boundary comes after 30. Jaffna uses her footwork to get to the pitch of the ball. Through the gap.
Things happen here, but no one really talks about it.
We have 25 disappearances, 7 confirmed deaths. Something bad's coming.
But top bowlers in particular in this middle phase. Turn away from the right-hander.
That's what it does. When you don't face too many balls in the last 8 to 9 overs, Laura Woolward was on the non-striker end. Seeing 2 of the wickets falling for South Africa. She needs to get more strike to keep her rhythm going. South Africa needs 164 of 142 balls. They're still in the chase. They need to keep rotating strike and have a partnership here.
This is an asset that she has. She gets turn, but also at pace as well. There's not too many spinners who, at that sort of pace, would be getting the turn that she gets as well. Makes it so difficult. Do you play off the back foot, or do you play off the front foot? It's a lot of questions in the batter's mind. She uses her feet. She looks a little bit more confident, Sonali Jafta.
Also because the release point is also high for Sri Charani with the speed and the turn. It's difficult to play her and get strokes going in her over.
Stopped in the surface, and that will be something both India and South Africa will be keeping a very close eye on.
That's sort of held on a little bit.
Will bring 4 singles for South Africa, 138 for 4.
This new Team India never bows down. Even against the world test champions South Africa, Proteas will come with their crown. But we bring the heat because we are not just a young team, we are a gun team. ITFC First Bank India versus South Africa. First test starts 14th November.
Young and old have come in to watch what could be a very memorable day for India. The way things are going right now, they hold all the cards. Jimmy can't stop it this time around. Now supporters come from all around the country. Too surprising that a lot of colour has been used as well down in Bengaluru, showing the great support for a couple of their favourite players. Smriti Mandana, no doubt, will be a massive favourite down there in Bengaluru, having won the WPL with RCB, being captain of the side last year. And she'd be a huge favourite in Bengaluru. Support from all around the country in India.
There's good rotation of bowlers from Harmanpreet Kaur. The captain and vice captain of the Indian team. Then getting Deepti Sharma, getting her wicket-taking bowler in operation, replacing Radha Yadav.
Around the wicket, nudged away, but no runs. 141 for 4. South Africa require 158 more runs, and they've got to do it with 132 deliveries with 6 wickets in hand. Bullford still at the crease. She's on 72. DK, you spotted something about Sri Charani and the amount of turn she's getting.
Just take your attention to two things: the back leg just holding behind action and the front arm. Let's compare Radha and Sri Charani here. You spoke about the amount of turns Sri Charani gets and the front arm, as they say. In coaching parlance, it's the non-bowling arm. As always, India fielding quite nicely, and that's been the best part of what they've done so far. This non-bowling arm is tucked in inside the body for Sri Charani compared to Radha Yadav, who's almost got it outside her body. So Sri Charani is able to stay in her action longer and almost find more overspin every time she bowls, and that's why she's getting more turn, 2.94 degrees to be precise, in Navi Mumbai, where no one else has actually found as much turn, purely because she's able to hold, or rather stay in action, because her back foot is slightly further back, and she is almost stronger in her action, and she has a slide, and she's able to almost catapult her body into bowling with a lot more force and overspin as she delivers, and that's what makes her such a special bowler.
Picked up in the WPL this year as well. She's also made a name for herself at the Delhi Capitals. And she did say that she absolutely loved her time with Meg Lanning. She spent a lot of time with her on tactics and what to do and how to bowl in certain situations. Sri Charani also received her WPL cap from Jess Jonathan, another left-arm finger spinner who's had incredible success through her career. Now it's about the right-arm finger spin of Shefali Verma, though. Dangerous shot, a little bit of risk in that.
I think the plan here for South Africa should be that Laura is facing more of the deliveries. You don't want someone who's in rhythm, who's having the flow, to be on the non-striker end, and that's what the Indian team would want, to keep her more on the non-striker.
A lot of space there for Volfat to get the single. They won't mind that too much right now, though. India at this stage had 171 on the board. They were only 2 down 2. Shefali just making a change on the offside, bringing up the field and leg side. Cover on the offside. Cover will come into play now, and it'll mean that Jafta will keep strike. 146 for 4.
This new team India never bows down. Even against the world test champion South Africa, Proteas will come with their crown. But we bring the heat because we are not just a young team, we are a gun team. ITFC First Bank India versus South Africa. First test starts 14th November.
Required run rate 7.29. Laura Volfart and Sanala Jafta out in the middle, rebuilding this South African run chase. Into Sharma now for 26 in her 5 overs, bowling to Jafta. Quick single. Heart in mouth stuff here. There was hesitation from the captain. Need a direct hit. And the captain was gone. %69% towards India at the moment on the back of those 2 wickets. South Africa were looking in a good position. Listen to the roar! India breaks the partnership. And half the South African side now are out. Yeah, just popped it, trying to drag it leg side. Safe pair of hands, rather Yadav. You do not see her drop it. Jafta goes for 16, it's 148 for 5.
Your planet is now marked for death.
Line him up, Johnny!
I get it. Johnny loves space. Johnny loves women. Now there's a literal space woman, and Johnny thinks they had a moment.
Okay. Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four.
Johnny, your girlfriend's back.
DY Patil Stadium is buzzing as Anari Jackson walks out to the middle at 7. Excellent in the field tonight, and she'll want to stand beside her captain and rebuild this innings. Another tight one. She does well. Had to get around it, did Radha Yadav. Anari Jackson, at the age of 24, would never have experienced anything like this. Pressure cooker situation, packed crowd. Well, she has the ability, she has the potential. Maiden ODI World Cup, this is why she's here. She was looking to aim a lot straighter, just turning in her hand, the angle with the off spinner. Successful over for India, 150 for 5. Charani, 14 wickets on number 4 on that list. It's Volpart on strike. She key for South Africa. Golden arm Shafali Verma. 2 for 13. Very much turning the game on its head. Volpart, at least while they were there, they looked comfortable, they looked in control. Running away to the boundary. There's 2 fielders after it. Yeah, it's that one that just comes out the front. It just holds in the wicket.
watches on. She's been involved in some pressure situations herself in the past for South Africa. Jackson has to hang around here with Laura Wolfart. You've got Chloe Tryon and Nadine de Klerk to come. They back themselves to get 10 runs to the over. The current required run rate is 7.49. Yeah, damaging 10 overs. That third set there, the run rate coming right down and losing 3 wickets as well. This is a side that believes when they're in trouble, they've been able to find their way out of tricky situations right throughout this tournament. The likes of Nadine de Klerk, Chloe Tryon. And the skipper was brilliant in the semi-final against England with wickets falling around her. I'm going to push the 2. She's done well there, Darkson. India have been right on top with their fielding. They've backed each other up. Yeah, brilliant. Good game awareness. Got a head down, in and out. Hard in these situations when it is so loud. That communication at the other end, but she knew straight away she wanted to come back. Early call from Jackson. 6 from the over, 31 gone, 156 for 5. Yeah, South Africa needed 110 off 14 overs when Nadine de Klerk came out to bat, 4 wickets in hand.
Things happen here, but no one really talks about it.
We have 25 disappearances, 7 confirmed deaths. Something bad's coming.
Playing in her maiden ODI World Cup. Yeah, captain will be wanting to steer her through this. Talked about wanting her team to be calm, Laura Wolfart. She's very much been that throughout this innings. Jackson inspired to take cricket seriously after seeing the heartbreak South Africa endured in that 2017 semi-final. Saw a hero, Marizanne Kapp, crying, and she decided that's what she wants to do. She wants to go out there and play for her country. Well, she's in the fight here. Those are the batters to come. Tryon and de Klerk, the 2 finishers in the team. And she hang around with her captain, put together a partnership. Drags this leg side, does Laura Wolfart. Good fielding on the boundary, keeps it down to 1. Best fielders in the best positions. Jemima Rodriguez sprinting around to get to that ball. Covered good ground. More good fielding. Yeah, they've been excellent in the field. Ground fielding. Leading from the front, the captain. Think about Amanjot's run out earlier on to remove Tasmin Brits. Bodies on the line in a final. All they've got to do, keep rotating strike. Don't allow India to build pressure. Concerns faces there. A few South Africans in the crowd, sea of blue. It's a poor delivery. And
And she deals with it in style. 6 runs to the total. And it's been signalled a no ball as well, to make matters worse. Slips out of her hands. Sometimes those ones are tricky to get away, but to take that all the way for 6, just giving them some hope. Goes again, and that's even bigger. The dugout's appreciating the commitment from the youngster. 17 from the over, 173 for 5. And that will be drinks here in Navi Mumbai.
Things happen here, but no one really talks about it.
We have 25 disappearances, mostly children. Something bad's coming.
The Fantastic Four.
The best team ever. Go Tug.
Human Torch. Light him up, Johnny!
Flame off.
Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic.
No!
And the Thing.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? That is fantastic. I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip.
Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four.
This new team India never bows down. Even against the world's champion South Africa, Proteas will come with their crown. But we bring the heat because we are not just a young team, we are a gun team. ITFC First Bank India versus South Africa. First test starts 14th November.